Just flying through the days now. What? Oh, that's my parents. For a second, I felt like I saw like a little purple cube there. I was like, I want to date a gelatinous cube. Alright, let's try this again.
You return, wishing for me to dig through your data decks once more in search of Silverline's scandal.
Does Abel hate me? Abel does hate me. So I was like, you should talk to Dasha about your feelings, and he didn't take it well, and I kind of pushed a little hard. But now, I don't know, afterwards, it feels like a massive red flag. And you can't take feedback like that, well. Like, Abel's a really cool guy. But he went from, like, S tier to, like, B tier for me in that conversation. Like, he's a great guy. But if you can't handle a conversation like that, it's a massive red flag. I know. No Spike Spiegel for me. Anyway. Alright, let me show you what I've been up to.
Let's see what we've got in the books for you, player. Why, just look at the list of scandals. In alphabetical order, of course. Ye gads! Sound the alarm! She burns with a passion for thee! Hot, hot, hot! I've known humans to love art, but not the other way around. How obscure! You folded yourself into a relationship with a box. What else can she hold in those dark interior regions? That criminal pin has made their final heist a theft of your very valor!
I want to say waifu, but I don't know, like, the non-binary equivalent of waifu.
You took a chance on love with that inordinately complex die and won his affections. But at what cost? You have interacted with the interactive medium and meddled yourself into love. I cannot believe that was a real choice. Something must have gone wrong. You cracked our dishware into believing he loves you. Shameful. You have burned yourself with the fires of love. How the gossip spreads like wildfire. Your very own thoughts put to pen have come back to fall in love with you. It is nasty-o-nastic behavior. So even the dirty clothes you are wearing now are draped on you ever so inappropriately. Do not think I haven't noticed how they fondle your nether regions. How filthy. You have gotten the very dust itself to love you. There is no dirtier deed. The Jess carries your love upon her broad shoulders. Can it even be supported with all your other lovers, Your biggest fan has become a lover? The impropriety of such a change in status will make headlines! The relations between you and your refrigerator have not cooled. Nay, they have done the opposite, which I very much dislike.
I don't remember falling in love with him.
The world entire has spun herself towards your love. This off-axis behavior is awful. The hamper and thee? I cannot hold this together. 'Tis the season for inappropriate behavior between you and the holiday decorations.
And, like, we really have been all up and through this house, haven't we?
It's no trick. The iron has become your lover. Poof! Begone with this extraneous affair. You and the piano have sharply fallen flat for each other. It's unnatural. It's time to wake up with a nice fresh pot of "You have far too many lovers." Oops, I can hardly catch my breath with all the exercising you have been doing with that treadmill, if that's what you call it. You and that microwave have gotten your relationship to extreme heat very quickly. An express cook of calumny. Your toast is overcooked. You've singed yourself with the love of the singer. No, I'm not frightened of bad dreams. The real nightmare is how many things you have gotten yourself entangled with. You think that loving your board games means winning? It means the opposite, sinning.
He's one of my favorites.
Your pens and inks have taken a fancy to you. That's one fling that cannot be erased. I have heard of hugging trees, But never have I heard of what you've been up to with the plants around the house. You have made the record skip with a beat of love. We must turn over this affair to the other side. Your relationship with water washes over me like so much wickedness. The ancient geodes have slumbered neath this housedom for years. When they awaken, they choose you? This can only be a rocky relationship. Now the shelves have found you appealing. This is insupportable.
It just keeps going.
The television has fallen for your charms as well. Surely there's something better on. You've allowed the tools to screw themselves down into your heart. There's no fixing that. So, bubbles, scandals fly. You and the pods have dissolved into a loving embrace. Cracks appear in my own form as I find out you've wantonly wooed the wall. You've gotten yourself entangled with a ghostly phantom. I'm spooked.
That was pretty fun.
This amount of lovers is quite sufficient for my desires. Oh yes, quite sufficient. The amount of scandal fills me with energy. I cannot contain this passion in mere dialogue. The greatest scandal of all. For a human to love, really love one of us objets, you must, absolutely must, kiss me, my dear.
Well, all right.
Not here, within the bounds of dialogue and narrator, but outside, in the dining room itself, lips to metal. It would be so wrong. It's so devilishly right.
Actually, I'm here because Maggie has some questions for you.
Oh, really? Maybe this waits? That is, if my potential love is important.
It is important to me. I'll let this Maggie thing go for... Wait, no. What? Huh? Uh-oh. This doesn't feel like it's a response to what he said. The potential love is important to me, but I don't want to let Maggie thing go, so I guess I have to choose? Now I'm suspicious?
All right, so be it. Well. It seems I am in high demand.
Huh. That's one way of putting it.
Have I talked to the shadow guy? I have talked to the shadow guy. I really like the shadow guy. Like, I didn't think I would, but, like, he reminded me of so many of my friends. And we ended up just friends. It's kind of a bummer. I like my friends, but sometimes I want to be more than friends. But my friends are always too smart for that kind of thing. Enough chit-chat. Word on the street is you've been calling someone in this house counterfeit.
Me? Why ever would I make such an allegacious allegation?
We have a witness that points to you?
I challenge you to produce them.
You asked for it. Stepford.
Hi, Scandalabra. Scandalabra's face falls.
Oh, drat. Remember last week when you told me the silverware is fake? It's not real silver, it's counterfeit?
I have a faint recollection of such an occurrence.
I remember it clear as day. You started the rumor, not me.
Answer this allegation.
Yes, well, I was merely causing a stir.
Whether you were having fun or not, this rumor ends now.
Oh, really? What are you going to do? Debunk it?
Precisely what we're gonna do.
Precisely.
But first, why? Why the rumor?
Why, you ask? Why?
Scandalabra loses control, looking rather like a harried murderer at the witness stand.
Because it's true, that's why. I've seen the silverware flaunting his authenticity left and right, and I simply had to put an end to it. When you've got real pedigree like I do, you can't bear to see others pretend they've got the same class.
Quite a bold claim, Scandalabra. Can you back it up?
Why, certainly.
Why not give us your evidence then?
All right, I will. First and foremost, true silver like me shines brilliantly. Have a look and see for yourself. I'm dazzling. The silverware in the drawer is dull, and even has some streaks on it. Second rate, obviously.
What else?
Second, there's no need to mark real silver. It's enough on its own and needs no stamp of approval. The silver in the drawer is all covered with stamps.
So you say? Anything more?
Why, simply listen to the way I speak. Can you question for a moment that such a delicious degree of diction could be achieved by anything less than a genuine article?
That all?
I also pinky promise that it's true. All right, no need for further questioning. Case closed.
Okay, now it's personal. Nobody closes my cases for me.
Uh-oh.
Easy, Mackie. Let's break this all down with a level head.
Indeed. Let's separate fact from fiction and flush out the fraud. Where should we start?
What about the issue of shininess?
What's your opinion?
Doesn't silver tarnish?
Precisely correct. Real silver must be polished to bring it back up to its highest luster.
I mean, why would I care about the pinky promise or the way he speaks? What about the way Scandalabra speaks?
What about it?
I don't think pedantic palaver points to pedigree.
While articulation and eloquence are praised by the prestigious, they are not foolproof signs of anything. And only a pathological prat like the Scandalabra would use it to try and cast blame on the innocent.
Alright, I think I've heard enough.
Not so fast. You're forgetting one last thing.
Wait, so the supposed stamp.
Real silver is stamped in order to affirm its authenticity. If we look on your bottom, however, Scandalabra, I suspect we shall find something other than such a stamp.
Oh no! Not my...
Maggie slips around the Scandalabra, grasping his coat in one hand and lifting it to inspect his posterior.
Yeah, go for the butt.
Aha! There we have it! Not a stamp of sincerity, but the note of a knockoff.
Oh, the shame!
Scoundrel! Time to fess up.
And then you can go apologize to the silverware for having besmirched his reputation with your own lies.
So I get to choose a punishment? I want to make him polish the silverware. That seems like a punishment for the silverware. As punishment, you can paste that sticker on your forehead.
The Scandalabra's expression goes entirely blank.
All right. I know what I've lost.
I'm not really a so-called Scandalabra. I'm a completely ordinary, cheaply made knockoff from Freehold, New Jersey. I just want to be special, you know? When you're mass-produced, you just get that urge to strike out on your own. Rebel knows how it is.
Shut up, cuck.
Oh, hi there.
Okay. I left the factory learning that I was essentially a defect from the start. A bum.
But there was no need to lash out at the rest of us.
You're right, Maggie. You're always right, Maggie. I've tried to dig dirt up on you, but you're squeaky clean. And for all my digging, all my messing around, I'm sorry. I still kinda get off on learning about all the relations around the house, though.
He pokes the tips of his index fingers together in a gesture that reminds you of the way he used to present to you.
If it's okay with you, I'll just watch and enjoy. From here.
As long as no one is getting hurt. And you promise to tell no more tales.
You have my word.
Well then, I'll call this case closed. Stay out of trouble. What is your real name?
Oh, just a completely ordinary candle kind of name. John Wick.
An utterly ordinary name destined for mediocrity, you're quite certain.
Well, Mr. Wick, stay out of trouble.
Maggie, we did it.
You were wonderful.
You were wonderful. I can't wait to work on another mystery with you again.
As a friend, or...
No, something more than that.
You've just made me so happy. I can't wait to see you again. Goodbye for now, lover.
Maggie leaves you, seemingly unwilling to formally resolve your relationship in the presence of the disgraced Candelabra.
So we're not going to do it on the table? So... Sorry, where is Maggie? Like, we made it super clear, but yeah. Have to finalize it in person.
I'm so glad to see you again. After the Scandalabra case, I haven't been able to get you off my mind.
Me neither, Maggie.
You mean it?
I do. I could see this becoming something really special.
As could I. I actually went ahead and interviewed all of your exes, and I couldn't find anything worrisome about you at all.
You haven't interviewed all of them, then? Nothing to find, huh?
I know. It was barely an investigation. Just a matter of sorting through old school records and scraping social media profiles. It was hardly the work of a few long nights.
That's so romantic.
I'm so glad you think so. And for a moment, I was afraid you'd be upset with me.
How could I be upset with you? No one has ever cared enough to do something like that for me.
I have a feeling we're gonna be so happy together. You know, I feel like I can finally trust you enough to share something with you.
I feel like that kind of thing would bother most people. But, like, I'm very much an open book. There's really nothing to find surprising about me, and if you ask directly, I'll try to answer honestly.
I've never told anyone about this before.
What is it?
Well, there's a case I've never been able to solve.
But you're the best there is.
Which is why it unsettles me so much. In spite of everything I've tried, it's escaped me. It haunts me.
Tell me, maybe I can help you.
You already know what it is. It's the mysterious case of Sinclair the Sink. Or should I say, Martin Applegate. Are you sure you're up for this?
I'm up for it, Maggie.
It all started with the dandelion.
You gotta go, but you had fun watching me? Well, yeah, I had fun hanging out with you. I stream this time every single weekday, and everything I stream also lands on YouTube. You should know that. You're on YouTube. But, yeah, come hang out again sometime. We're almost done with this game, but I'm always playing something new and exciting. Have a great evening, day, morning. I don't know where you are. You had breakfast, so I deduce you're probably in the United States, Canada, somewhere around there. Or you're in like the UK and you woke up at noon.
It's the first thing I remember anyway. Up until that point, Sinclair was his usual self. Just a sink and a bar of soap shaped like a dog. Nothing fancy. But then, one day, you came home late with some takeout. And after that, things started to get a bit weird.
I got some takeout from the questionable dandelion.
Yes, you must not remember. Perhaps it was one of those ghost kitchens? The ones where they only serve food to ghosts? Just a detail I remember from the night Sinclair changed. He started insisting that everyone call him by the name Martin Applegate. And then rumors started going around about all sorts of strange things he was saying.
Will do, bye. Have a good one. I've heard a few of them myself.
I must confess, I can't make any sense of it. What I suggest we do is go and speak with him together.
That's just the ticket. I know he'd like to speak with you too.
Excellent. If you'll bring me to him, we can take things from there.
Howdy.
Sinclair does a funny little dance when he sees you, leaping up in the air and clicking his heels together.
You've returned! And no better time. I've been hearing some strange rumors lately. It would seem that some people are saying I'm not a man at all. They say I'm a sink who's lost his mind. Can you believe it?
Yes.
Right?
Sinclair turns his red and blue gaze to Maggie, his expression completely blank.
And who's this you've got with you?
You don't remember me?
Remember you? Why, no, madam. We've never met before. I'm sure I'd remember such a stunning beauty.
He waggles his handles the way a human might waggle their eyebrows.
Huh. Interesting.
Maggie bends to allow Sudsy to sniff her hand, patting his head briefly.
Hi there, Sudsy. That's a good boy. Now run along to your tray, won't you, dear?
Yet my dog seems to know you. How curious.
So, Martin, listen. I brought Maggie here to help figure out what's going on with you.
So that's the name of this shapely glass.
Right. She's a professional. That's why we're here to get to the bottom of this.
Let's dive right in. Our mutual friend here filled me in on your last conversation, and...
How rude.
You asked for my help.
Yes, and that's very kind of you. I meant it was rude of me to interrupt just now.
Never mind.
As I was saying, I know the contents of your last conversation.
It seems to me there are a few different avenues for further investigation. There is my very curious choice of occupation, my journey downtown after work, my incongruous lack of memory with regard to other entities in the house, and my encounter with the mysterious vagabond of the Sinclairius.
Why, yes, that's exactly right.
I never cease to amaze myself.
Let's go through these again and see if we can't collect some evidence, shall we?
Let's do it.
Where should we begin our investigation?
Martin, I'd like to talk about your trip downtown in more detail.
Let us dive into that unfortunate eve.
Let's go over it again from start to finish.
Of course. I left work late and made my way to a local watering hole. The Banana Club.
What'd you order?
I had a Shirley Temple.
But you said you had 7.
And then I had 6 more of them.
And these were alcoholic, or...
Surely not. Or should I say, surely not.
But you mentioned them being potent last time we talked.
My mistake. I probably just didn't finish. If I had, I would have said they were potentially the best drinks I'd ever had.
It's like interviewing a can of silly string. He's all over the place.
Okay, what happened after that?
Then I went to the questionable dandelion.
Let's dig into that a bit.
With gusto!
What'd you eat?
I had one of their new specials. Jimson weed cupcakes with a side of diplodocus berries. Delicious.
Didn't you mention that they sold Excedrin by the pint?
I didn't have a headache, so naturally I avoided that item.
How very rational of you. Then what?
I roamed about a bit. Then I saw a mysterious, threatening dark alley which I wandered into. Quite sanely, I might add. That's when I met Vagabonda.
Okay, let's go over this.
What do you make of the questionable dandelion?
Well, that is actually a real place. It's usually called the QD. It's the first thing he said that seems like it could be true. But what about those ingredients?
Excedrin is real. It's an off-brand headache med.
True. Says here, side effects include psychosis, vomiting, diarrhea, and more vomiting. Okay, let's go over this.
What about the bar? The so-called Banana Lounge?
You got me, I can't find anything about it online. Okay, let's go over this.
I have my takeaway from this line of questioning.
What is it?
You ordered from a real restaurant. That's the only thing so far that he's told us that adds up.
Indeed, I thought the same.
And he may have eaten a medication known to cause psychosis?
Things are starting to add up here. What else should we ask him about?
Can you tell us a little more about this Vagabonda character?
Vagabonda! What a mysterious character.
How do I know she's a real person?
You don't! I don't! But do we really know anything? What else would you like to know?
The punch card?
It was a loyalty card for a free shovel from Ace of Spades. It's a bespoke shovel manufacturing.
You still have it?
Why, yes! Here it is.
You just handed me a warranty for an in-sync disposal.
Have I? How odd. Completely unlike me to do such a thing. What else would you like to know?
Why'd she curse you again?
I assume it was because I took her punch card. What else would you like to know?
Move on to another line of questioning.
Give us a moment, would you, Martin? Anything stand out to you?
The disposal warranty is very intriguing.
I agree. One of the most interesting pieces of evidence thus far. What else should we ask him about?
Let's go into a bit of detail about your occupation, Martin.
I work for Generally National Auto Insurance.
What's your boss's name?
My boss is named Boss.
Did you say that because
Jim Boss.
That sounds like a fake.
Jim Bossman. His name is Jim Bossman.
Sounds legit.
What else can I tell you about my job?
What do you do there?
I'm a claims adjuster.
What does that entail?
Mostly, I just adjust claims. On some special occasions, they adjust me.
You go into more detail on that.
Sure! Adjusting claims is a lot like adjusting the human body. Like chiropractors do. You kind of take one bit and then sort of twist it until something snaps. Then the person says, "Wow, thank you, I feel so much better." After that, you submit the claim for approval. And your boss says,
"You did a great job, Martin. I'm proud of you."
Sounds reasonable to me.
"Reasonable is my middle name. What else can I tell you about my job?"
Tell me about your office.
Of course. But first, what do offices look like?
Never seen one before?
Not exactly, no.
I should have expected that.
What else can I tell you about my job?
Let's move on.
Before we do, let's discuss what we learned. What do you make of it?
It's like he's making it all up as he goes.
I thought the same thing. Yet there is no apparent ill intention behind it. Perhaps his benign fabrication is a clue in and of itself. What do you think it points to?
He's a sink. Something deeper's going on in here.
I'm thinking the same. Let's get back to our interview. What else should we ask him about?
I'd like to know what some of the other objects in the house think.
Sinclair, would you give us a moment? I think witnesses are in order. We can talk to Dorian, Arma, or Sudsy? Who should we talk to first?
The only sane one here that speaks English? Dorian?
Hello, loves. What can I do for you?
We'd like to ask you about Sinclair.
I'm open for questioning.
Was Sinclair always this way?
No. Far as I recall, Sinclair used to be, well, charming. He was always thoughtful and took great care to have perfect hygiene. Bit of a mess now, isn't he? I'm open for questioning.
Does Sinclair recognize you?
No. It keeps calling me names like Walbert and Jonald. Really rather annoying. I'm open for questioning.
You notice anything odd about him?
You mean aside from everything? I guess he does seem to be getting backed up a bit more often than usual. I'm open for questioning.
Alright, let's move on.
Who should we talk to next?
How about Sudsy? Alright, Suds, give us the straight dope. Bark once for yes, twice for no, okay? Alright, is Sinclair really a sink? Bark again to confirm. Are you saying yes, he is a sink?
Let's move on.
Come on, treat. Here you go. There's one gray dougler. Marvelous.
I couldn't agree more. What do you think it taught us?
Sudsy is shaped like a dog.
I knew I could trust your judgment. Who should we talk to next?
Let's talk to Arma.
Hey, folks. What can I do for you? How can I help?
Why do you think Sinclair started that fire?
I've been wondering the same thing. It's not like him. He used to be so considerate. He's acting like he's high. How can I help?
Does Sinclair remember past interactions?
Not in the slightest. And he's created a bizarre memory of another life. Sorry, folks. That's all I've got time for.
Who should we talk to next?
I think we're ready to move on.
What else should we ask him about?
I think we're done here. Let's solve the thing.
Sinclair, could you give us another moment alone?
Of course. Here, take it.
All right. Thank you. I've been thinking. Whatever is going on, clearly Sinclair/Martin's mind is...
Poorly baked souffle?
Did somebody say...
Exactly. I'm a little concerned that given his fragile state, he's vulnerable. I'm afraid that if we make the wrong analysis of the situation, he might lose it completely.
I agree, but we have to make a move sometime.
Okay, well, if you say so, let's do this. I've never been so nervous. I can't make heads or tails of this. I've never trusted anyone with a case before. But I'm gonna trust you to make this call.
So what's what? Have you gotten to the bottom of things?
We have gotten as far as we can.
Well, what's your verdict? Am I man? Or am I sink? Or am I walnut brittle?
Sinclair, you're a sink.
Preposterous! I don't believe it for a moment! What evidence do you have?
You've clearly never worked in insurance.
Dare you suggest such nonsense? I've adjusted 1,000 claims in my day! That proves nothing!
The other houses in the house, other objects in the house corroborate it.
What? That proves nothing!
Something happened on your night out.
Yes, I was cursed!
No, Sinclair, you ate toxic meds.
Excedrin is legal in the state of Florida. That proves nothing!
Your encounter with Vagabonda wasn't real.
How dare you!
Your punch card was a disposal warranty.
It was? It can't be! I can't believe it! And yet...
Sinclair wobbles, staggering back against the wall.
Oh, is the room spinning? I don't feel so good.
Sinclair doubles over, holding his sides with a sickly groan.
I feel something in my pipes. Something strange. What are you trying to say, Sunsy?
Hit the disposal.
My word. That's done it.
He stands up to his full height, one hand resting gently on his belly, approximately.
What was that in my system? Why, I feel as if I've just returned from some sort of journey. Have I been dreaming?
I actually almost OD'd on headache meds.
Now, the moment of truth. We need to ask you one question. What is your name?
I'm Sinclair, of course.
We've done it!
Done what, Maggie?
Never you mind, Sinclair. Never you mind.
I think you better get some rest, Sinclair.
Yes. That would be nice. I am quite tired.
I'll come see you soon.
Shall we?
Indeed.
Meet me back at my office.
That was a long conversation. Did we talk to her this morning? Sure did.